So, hello everyone and welcome back to some more Dragon Age Origins here with Kide and Ruska. So, we've done at least some quests. I don't really understand why Liliana and Sten are indeed hanging out in there together like that, but they still seem to be there, just hanging out together. It's weird though. I don't think that they should be like that, but fine. They are allowed to hang out with each other if they really wish to. I wonder what they talk about. I would think that it would be kind of one-sided conversations, considering Sten usually doesn't like to talk anything, and on the other hand, Liliana is a bard and talks all the time, and Sten would probably get annoyed of that, but
Yes.
I guess I'll rescue him into the party,
Indeed.
so he doesn't need to be listening to that. Okay, so, to the Frostback Mountains, a range of dramatic peaks that stretch across western Ferelden, forming a natural border with Orlais. So, this will be fun, being able to actually go there. And, well, soon. I'm getting an encounter first, but soon to the Frostback Mountains and being able to... I finally have found a merchant. Actually something peaceful for a change. Oxys. Hello, you fellow dwarf. I'm heading to Orzammar.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Meh. Sure. Let's see all your discounts. First and foremost, I want to be getting all the gifts you happen to have. I should have really sold anyways before, shouldn't I? Well, I guess this is a perfect opportunity for me to try to also sell stuff. Because I have a lot of stuff that I should be selling. Or should I be taking something into that one storage we have? Maybe. That's also a possibility that I should consider doing. Probably. Though I probably have also a lot of other stuff here that I could be just throwing away, as in selling. Like these sort of potions that I definitely do not require. I didn't plan to go and start to be doing first selling, but well, it just kind of happened. The venoms at least, like, I might myself use at some point. I might, even though, to be honest, it's kind of unlikely. So large shipped. Shipped should not be anything important. That's at least clear. Large clear. Small clear. Small clear. Large flawed. No good. Can sell both of those. Trade manifest. Normal green. Stones. Quartz. Fluorspal. Malachites. Ales are then a gift. All of these are gifts that I cannot yet give to anyone now that I already started to travel into this way. I don't really know if anyone is gonna be needing this, but it still feels a little bit weird to be selling, I guess. What did Morrigan have? Did Morrigan have a... You didn't have any sort of a belt yet? Well, I guess I can give this to you then. +2 magic, +10 to gold damage, but... I don't know if this would really fit you, your look, like at all, if I would be giving that to you. And then Alistair has the shield, so... Kaelin's shield we can keep, even though I'm not sure if I will be using it, but it would feel wrong to sell it. I kinda like the Templar's armor more, but on the other hand I'm using this other thing now, and it's not like Sten is gonna use them. On the other hand, I do know that there's gonna be some other people too that could be using something like this, but it's not like I will need all of these. I have 2 red steel ones, 1 heavy chainmail, 1 ceremonial armor. So which one would be better? -3 armor. Nothing. Sure. Guess I can sell that. Definitely not gonna be using these anymore. I'm sure I have the better, yeah. Heavy blade. They're decent, I guess. I have no idea about these things. Let's just get rid of them for now. I don't know what I should be keeping. Helm of Honlead I should keep, at least. Firebolts, no one's gonna use them. Ice arrows, I guess someone could maybe possibly use them, but we don't really need them. That's Untitled Warden. Nah, I'm not gonna use that. Nutcrusher, Asturian Smite, Duncan Sword, Asala. I was like wondering, was Asala your other weapon that I should be actually equipping you with? That's at least a couple of things away, but not really enough. Let's throw this acid flask out, and sure, and sure, that's something at least out of the way, even if not remotely as much as I probably should have thrown away. Do you have anything of interest? I don't know, 12 and stuff, yeah, but I guess I could buy these. Sure. It's only 12 gold pieces. Maybe I'll actually be able to use that one day if I actually take some trap making one day. Sure. Okay. So this gave... what exactly? Skill. So it's like... one of these things. Yeah. Might as well use it. Why not? Why not? Yeah, very, very high level up. Let's see, what do I take? Well, I at least have now coercion and this, so let's start with the trap making then. I can maybe make traps one day. One pretty day. You also have a level up. What do I give you? More strength, sure. You can be the most strengthy guy ever. I guess two-handed sweep sounds okay. You have that. I just would need to somehow remember what the heck does it exactly do. Vicious Arc. I guess like you could try to use it when there's a group of enemies, like many enemies, that you're surrounded by enemies. I don't know where there's the best for that sort of stuff in here though. Self surrounded by enemies? Yeah. Sure. And then you can use that. At least always. Two-handed sweep. Sure. That makes sense well enough. Did I give you the other weapon? No. Yeah. This is the other one that isn't your own weapon. Asala was your own weapon, right? Yeah, Sten. Sten is the only one that can use it. Restrictions, Sten. Yeah, you should have your own weapon. No matter if it's the best or not, but this is such a cool looking sword though. Not sure if anyone is gonna use it, but at least this is for dragons. I don't want to be selling that either, so I guess that's okay. Started a little bit of, well, sold some stuff, bought some stuff, little bits of things that we did, even if it's not that great, but something nonetheless. Why would you ask that immediately again from me? Actually, I am considering should I at least for the moment and time being actually not have Sten with me, but have Shale. Considering Shale is from the undergrounds as well, so it kind of makes more sense, even though I have no idea what Shale would do skill-wise and everything, but it's not like there especially immediately would be any sort of battles to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. Plus, he just kinda would work going there. I just hope he doesn't block my vision completely by just coming right behind me and just being on the way. He's kinda loud. Walking around with him is kinda loud. Why can't you be so loud, Shale? But finally, Orzammar. I wonder how our sister is doing. I wonder. The game was a little bit lacking, but on the other hand seems to be...
Came in yesterday with crazy stories about Redcliffe. You hear about that?
Something about the dead rising and killing everyone in Redcliffe. And Arlema nearly dead from some illness.
Crazy, isn't it? Sounds like the end times.
Yes, it's the end.
Because if we don't have enough to worry about, Arlema would back up Terran Logain if he were right. I know he would.
If he would be alright, but he's not, so...
King Logain will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
The gates to Orzammar. Home.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Logain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Like, it's kind of weird in a sense that I would just say, I was born in Orzammar, let me pass. But, like, I know that I'm not supposed to ever return. It's not like I was in a very good position anymore, so... Settled? Something happened to... What was it? King Entrin or something?
You won't get in talking about a king like that.
Wait, look at me. You're the brand who dishonored the Proving. Trust you to be ignorant of our tragedy. Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Well, kings didn't really have a very much of a place in a castless life, you know? We castles don't have a very good position in your place, in your city of Orzammar, you know? I am a Grey Warden, even if you would be talking about me as shaming you and stuff. But I am a Grey Warden regardless. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Logain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And what was that you said? A filthy brand? In the name of King Logain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Well, yes, I used to. Yeah. Well, what do we want to say? Do we just want to be intimidating him? That's definitely not me. But do I just go for Logain is the traitor who killed Kaelin at Ostagar, which is true in a sense, though it's not like Logain actually himself went and attacked King Kaelin. That's not the case. But on the other hand, he did flee. This is true. Definitely I didn't do it though. Yeah, let's go for this. Run to your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Logain will see you quartered.
Sure. If you say
You are
so.
free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
I would think that you should be addressing me a little bit more badly, to be honest, considering I am still a castless and dishonored. Everything and all that sort of stuff. But King Entrin Aedukin, denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. Entrin of House Aedukin traces his ancestry back to the Paragon Aedukin, the greatest warrior of Orzammar's history, who beat back the Darkspawn hordes in the First Blight. The second son of King Angar Aedukin, he became heir after his elder brother died in the Proving. The most respected king is in 4 generations. He restored combat with Kal Sharok, the only other remaining city of the once vast Dwarven Empire, which had been lost during the First Blight.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. Your return is not celebrated, but we must respect your new role.
Yeah, Your return is not celebrated. I'm not too surprised about that. At least you did address that, even though you still address me as a Grey Warden, but still, like, yeah, well, I guess we have to respect your Grey Wardenness.
Fair journeys, Warden.
If there is anything complimentary to be said about these people, 'tis that they possess a remarkable facility for carving stone.
Thanks. Thanks. It's my people, by the way, Morrigan. Just so you know. It's my people.
Bread? Please, sir. Just a bit of bread.
Yeah. Can I?
Show some pity for a poor old man.
I would if I could, apparently. I cannot.
If only you had come at a less troubled time.
If you say so.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Poor girl. Barakon. The Barakons. I will read this. This is like Orzammar stuff, which is very much related to me after all. I am from Orzammar, so are the Barakons. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid societal standing which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me then was that the dwarves, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named Barakon, elevating that dwarf above all others. To become a Barakon is to be recognized as, essentially, a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you onto a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves traces its line back to a founding Barakon. It is a rare thing, however. In my visit I learned that only one Barakon has been elected in generations. The smith, Branka, exulted for her discovery of smokeless coal. I met the Barakon Branka only once during my stay, and I consider it an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewelry, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles, perhaps above even the king, yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the Barakons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than in the Hall of Heroes, through which one passes on entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold great works of stone all seeming to hold up the ceiling above. It is meant to impress upon visitors to Orzammar of all who has gone before. I think it is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface that, and thus upon the interpretation forever, of all they are leaving behind. From Stone Halls of the Dwarves by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. Barakon Ortan. An explanation of the Barakons, but I've already gotten it, so doesn't help much. Barakon of then Garal, Lantena, and Hrildan.
Step back, Brand. Call yourself Warden, but the paragons in this hall should not have to suffer the sight of you.
Well, at least he doesn't treat me...
The Swamp Witch has a great deal in common with my former master.
The Swamp Witch? How original.
The Swamp Witch has the same arrogance, the same air of cruelty. I would hate for it to have possession of my control rod. If it still worked, of course.
Let me tell you what you can do with your control rod, Gollum.
Is it telling me that if the rod did work, that it wouldn't want control over me?
I wouldn't go so far as that. I could, for instance, command you to go and jump in a lake. A very deep lake.
It fools no one. The Swamp Witch would control everything if it could. It would have us all dancing on its strings.
Oh, you know me too well, Gollum. Your revealing gaze has laid me bare.
I will be watching the Swamp Witch. It must not be trusted.
Now you're beginning to sound just like Alistair.
Oh, poor Morrigan having to travel with now Alistair and Shale, who also doesn't trust her whatsoever. But yeah, the Dwarven scholar was quite rude to me. But hey, I was a branded, so I'm used to such treatment.
Leave me.
The Paragons shouldn't be having to gaze upon me. Well, I'm sorry, man. I can't really help what I was born. Sorry for the inconvenience. Commission report. The key to the city. Sure, let's have a look into that. I don't know what this is about. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the tie is at the premium, but the intended function of the hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits dwarven interests. It is the first glimpse that service ambassadors have of Orzammar and introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see its shade before they can understand the complexity of its raw power. The hall must also serve a second purpose, as at last sight of for departing brethren. Those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of their ancestors at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and of consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. From a report of the Assembly Zoning Commission. Sure. Okay, let's enter Orzammar. Yes, going. Balance between protection and fatigue. Yes, armor does of course consume more stamina or mana the heavier the armor.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You'll not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Well, that's one dwarf dead. Very dead. Orzammar Commons. So much to read, but on the other hand, this is kind of like what I would like to be able to do. Lord Pyrrol Harrowmont. No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the Assembly ultimately decides who will rule. House Harrowmont is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as Orzammar itself. Endrin's most trusted advisor, Harrowmont, is well known for being an able administrator, and the author of many compromises in the ever-warring Assembly. Hello, man. Captain of the Guard.
Vieta! I have enough crime without some castless carrying weapons in the city. Your actions risk pain of death. Name yourself!
It's cool, though, I gotta say. It's very cool that, like, they always, of course, because it's not like I can remove my castless mark, my castless tattoo, so it's like, immediately discard to just like, you goddamn castless, you shouldn't be carrying any weapons. Your action risks pain of death. Name yourself. Case means nothing. I'm kind of tempted to say this and not immediately say that I am a Grey Warden, because, like, it's a bit annoying nonetheless, even though it's very much what I am used to be addressed like this. So sure, I'm gonna say this. Case means nothing. I'm Ruska.
The Grey Warden recruit? They said you were a brand, but I thought it a joke. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want?
What lovely, like, having to speak to me like I would be something more than just the castless. That's so perfect. Awesome. Also horrible. But what would I expect from these fellow dwarves of mine? Well, I know how well or badly it functions. The Blight is coming and I need Orzammar's assistance, as unfortunate as it may be to you that I have to be coming and recruiting you. Cloud-addled heads. Illustrious Grey Warden, goddammit.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Paragons? I'm not gonna be asking, like, at least I know about paragons. Like, it just feels so stupid that I can now ask, paragons? That's too much, I can't ask that with my character. Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont aren't the ones to talk to then.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Can a city function like this? I guess that's something I can ask, even though, like, I don't think it functions that well in the end. And, like, this current situation, of course I don't know as much about the kings, I'd say, or I didn't pay that much attention, but at least I know freaking paragons. That's too much.
You have little faith in your own city, Brand. Excuse me, Warden, but this isn't Dust Town. The tavern is open and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through.
You have little faith. Well, cause the city isn't functioning right now. Not in the main, like, actual, like, I have to be coming here and trying to solve your problem about getting a king on the freaking throne. So yeah, it's not functioning very well. Thank you very much.
Yes, you should.
Quests, dueling friend. My goodness, I do like though how goddamn mean everyone is to me.
Lava bad.
We are honored to serve.
Don't go near the lava.
Yeah, lava is usually bad. You are correct on that, Shale. Let's go see from the bridge then our lava pit.
How many other forms can the Swamp Witch become?
Several.
Can it become a golem?
Seeking companionship, are you?
If it could become a golem, I simply wonder why it would not stay that way. It is a superior form.
No, I cannot become a golem. I can learn to become animals, and each form must be learned anew.
And how does it learn a form? Does it read about it somewhere?
'Tis not a talent one can read from books. You must copy a creature's soul.
I do not understand.
Nor should you. Rock is unchanging. Allow it to stay that way.
Well, that was also an interesting discussion. I'm happy that I took Shale with us, so they can have discussions on dwarven propriety. Do I really want to read everything? Well, I read part of this. Which one did I read? I think this one, yeah. So then this would be Persian the Order 5 LA Note 4 of Intermittent Case may conduct business in the Commons. This was subsequently clarified by the Assembly to mean that the owning and operation of stalls or kiosks is limited to those of identified and approved house name with traceable ancestor lineage of at least 3 generations. Exceptions include individuals' purchases of goods or services from established stalls or kiosks, provided the funds are presented at the opening of the transaction, at the discretion of the stall or kiosk owner. I'm sure you understand you need to maintain strict quality control over all goods and services that flow through Orzammar, especially when we are making a concerned effort to encourage outside investment. The standard of Dusttown and that of the common brand are simply not sufficient. Your trade permit is hereby denied, from a judgment of the Assembly Trade Council regarding Middle's reclaimed wares. Yeah, well, branded are not good enough, ever, never. Castless are not.
I'll trust Vala. Good day to you.
I could go into here, I guess. But why would I? Yet, I don't really see a specifically good point to go there, to the Proving Grounds, so let's not, for now. I don't remember really what was in which direction that well anymore in here, so let's just start from somewhere, I guess. Gianna's Armorers. Hi, a Castless coming to do some business with you. I'm sure you're happy about that. Life in Orzammar. Let me not read everything, goddammit, because it will take forever, but it was nice to read about the Paragons at the very least.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I assume you have some kind of dispensation to let you wear all that.
Yes. I assume you have some kind of dispensation to let you wear all that. Always about me when seeing the Castless mark. I think I have to say it a lot. A lot and a lot and a lot and every freaking person ever. Yes, I'm a Grey Warden. How many times do I have to say it?
Many apologies. I had to ask. So, what can I help you with?
I understand, though. It's not many times you see a castless person just running about here like this. So, you know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
So you are part of the Smith cast? I guess I might as well ask that at least.
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fold and tacet, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Wow. Thanks. Yeah, it's fine. Let me see what you have in store. But yeah, 100 generations, that's pretty long time.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Rock Knocker. It sells a Rock Knocker. Doesn't really seem... Well, I'm sure that some of these things are good, but I won't be buying anything right now. Thank you, Mr. Smith class. Smith cased.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn.
Nothing here, just had to make sure. Hello, Filda.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them.
What were you praying for?
My name is Filda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return? Your son is missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got Separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
He's probably not exactly safe. Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
Well, if I happen to be on the way there, I might as well go and try to search for him. There are Darkspawn in the deep roads.
The deep roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way...
So your husband did go there too as a smith then, I guess. So did anyone go after him? I did ask that, didn't I? Yeah, we shouldn't abandon him though. I'll look for him if you want. I should be going there probably at some point visiting anyways, so I might as well. Maybe I shouldn't have even asked about the fact that is there Darkspawns there, but I guess I would have thought more of the question that is there a lot of the Darkspawn there, considering they are also attacking from the south into, well, Infidel then.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden, that's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going there yet, but I'm sure that I need to visit there. Besides, to be honest, I kind of would like to see where the Wardens go to fight in the very end of their days. Plus, also the fact of just seeing where the warrior caste and so on fights the Darkspawn in here. Considering I really haven't had the possibility to do such things because I've been a casteless person. Now I finally can. Maybe do so.
It's about time the Darkspawn started attacking the surface. They bothered us for far too long.
That's kinda true. Why is that staying there like that? There's in Legnar.
A brand in the commons. And outfitted like a topsider, no less. Good. Let people see casteless have a purpose.
Oh.
The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
That actually sounds like a good thing into the future for me. Your allegiance to this Balin is clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
I haven't really heard that yet. So okay. So let me see what you have in your store. But yeah, I haven't heard that one yet. So it's a bit weird.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Thanks. I'm good for that. Tome of Mortal Vessel. Attribute. Maybe. Interesting lure trap. I wonder what makes it so interesting, those lure trap plans. It's so interesting. Well, I gotta get all the gifts possible. It's just a must. That's a freaking expensive, remarkable sapphire, but I gotta get it. Alice King's Flacon, Silver Demon Head Ring, Gold Earrings. Alright. That's a lot of stuff to be carrying around. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.